Welcome to race day. It's 6 miles today at the Kilkenny Road Race Series. I am looking for a PB. Last year I did it in an average pace of 4:55 per kilometre, so I'm trying to really beat that today. At this race last year I actually had an ultra the weekend after it. That was 63 kilometres, so I wasn't going full tilt, so I'm hoping that that'll allow me to get a decent PB tonight by maybe, I don't know, 45 seconds a minute, but you still have to do it, and it is a bit windy again tonight, so we'll see how we go. I did feel good last week, pushed hard and paced well, so the plan is to do something similar again and see how I'm feeling towards the end, and hopefully there's not that headwind coming back in towards the finish line today, because those last couple of kilometres there's an average kind of downhill gradient, and it usually feel good on the downhill. So that's the plan, is to push on the last couple of kilometres provided there's no real headwind, and see where I can end up. Other than that, it's just consistent pacing throughout, not like really burning out the fuel, and forcing myself to crash and burn early. So I'm going to try and really keep consistent, pace well, and get through the majority of the race, the first probably seven or so kilometres, and then see if I can push on towards the end on that last couple of kilometre stretch. So here's hoping, and let's see if we can get that PB. Only once, just using them up yet. I'll use these ones first.
It's just the same.
What?
It's the same.
Yeah. Just different colour. These ones are still grand. I don't want to, use them up. Parked up and just getting ready to warm up. So we usually park here and run out a kilometre and run back to the car. So that's about 10 to 12 minutes. Then just get the race number on, etc. Then jog down to the start line, which is about 500-600 metres away. And on the way then we do a couple of strides, like 3 12-second strides, just to get the legs moving at race pace before we start, and then hit the start line warmed up, ready to go. So about 9.6 kilometres. I think it was 9.74 last year, so we'll probably come in around that. And yeah, it's not as windy, but there's definitely a breeze there. Hopefully it's just not too bad. Out in the open road again, we can push on towards the end. Target pace to beat is 4:55 per kilometre, so let's see what we can do.
careful now. Come on. Just over the line. How's you going, Adam? Oh, that was tough. I found the 4th kilometre to the 5th really challenging, but was able to pick it up. The wind was slightly behind our back. Oh jeez, slightly behind our back on the way in this time, so was able to pick it up on the way down. It was tough. Bang on 9.74 kilometres. Average pace 450 per kilometre. So happy with that. Water midway, just spray on to cool down, but they're never easy, these jokes. We got it done. Oh man. How'd you get on?
Good.
How's your time?
32.
You happy? Compared to last week anyway?
Yeah.
A mile further but 10 minutes quicker.
Yeah.
Fair play. Well done. So hard to get going again, isn't it? Oh my god.
And done. That's the 6 mile road race done, and a big PB in the bag, 56 seconds altogether, so I am delighted with it. I know I've talked a lot about the race during the episode, but just to reflect on, you know, the race afterwards, I felt I performed pretty well. I'd taken a couple of gels, one after the warm-up and one during the race, had about 20 minutes in. I feel like I was definitely like struggling on that 4th to 5th kilometre. I found that pretty tough, so I think could have done with maybe extra little bit of carbs. My dinner was earlier in the day, but once the second gel kicked in, I definitely got a boost coming off the 5th kilometre and was able to push back on down the Waterford Road, so towards the last kind of 3 kilometres and pick it back up. But I think like the slowest pace in the middle there was like a 5:01 or whatever. The hill obviously was slow enough to start, but always is. I was still happy enough. It was about 20 seconds quicker than the hill last year, you know. So altogether, good night out, PB in the bag. The goal for this road race series is to PB every one of the races where possible, and I've done that so far. So I just need to get through the last one, the 7 mile, in a couple of weeks. But we have a couple of weeks off now off the road races. The next race I'm doing is the mile marker, 5 mile or 5k. I haven't quite decided yet. Could go for a hard 5k, or I've done the 5 mile before, so could compare it to where I am now to where I was then. So that's another option. But either way, during the race tonight, it was challenging. The wind was in our face on the way out, slightly behind us on the way back, which was great. But what I found one of the most challenging pieces tonight was that I was fairly far ahead whoever was behind me for most of the race. I was far enough behind whoever's in front of me, so I felt fairly like isolated during the race. It's hard to kind of push when there's no one around you. There was somebody catching up with me towards the finish. You'll see him in the finish line video there. He was coming up behind me, and that kind of helped me to push on in the last kilometre, finish strong enough. So I was quite happy to keep my place. I came 16th overall, which is great for me. I think there was 59 I think racing tonight, so it's a good result for me. I was happy with that, and well done to Adam, my oldest son, who came 6th with a fantastic time of 42:30 I think, which was a fantastic time for that race. So yeah, overall pace pretty good, grinded where I need to and pushed on. The water didn't go well, as you could see. Those bottle caps, I was fighting it with my mouth trying to actually like drink the water. So, but I always try and spray a bit over me, keep me cool. Definitely like feel it at the start, but it makes a difference then. Like you feel like it catches your breath a little at the start, but then the cooling effect comes in, and it definitely, for me anyway, freshens me up. And well done to everyone racing tonight. It was a great race, and well done to the organisers as always. It's always a great race, and we have such good support from the civil defence and the guards. Thanks to Vincent and Catherine for organising, and hopefully we get to the 7 mile race and are able to smash the last one. So here's fingers crossed, and I will see you in the next one.